Ravens win in week 2. Welcome to another football video on postgame analysis. Sorry I couldn't go live, y'all, as I do every week, but I'm a promise I will go live on the next game against the Lions. But anyways, let's get into the details on what happened in the game. Offense played sensational. We had a few slip-ups here and there in the beginning of the game, but as slowly as the game progresses, we managed to put up 41. Our defense bailed us out once again. They got Joe Flacco to multiple turnovers, like literally. Joe Flacco, 25 out of 45 pass completions for 199 yards, 1 touchdown, and only 1 interception. Dylan Gabriel came in to score a touchdown. He was 3 for 3, but we held but we did not play the run as stellar as we did in the last week. We gave up 1 carry to Bond for 9 yards. Joe Flacco got only 1 carry for 8 yards. And Sampson got only 4 carries for 8 yards. But we averaged for Quinshon Junkins, he got 10 carries for 61 yards, averaging 6.1 a carry. And also for Jerome Ford, he got 6 carries for 31 yards. So it's not that bad, but not that good. That needs to be said. The only ones who scored a touchdown was Cedric Tillman and Darrell Sampson, as well as, and also, that's pretty much it. Like, there are only 2 receiving touchdowns, 1 by Joe Flacco and 1 by Dylan Gabriel. However, for the Ravens, Lamar Jackson, 19 out of 29 completions for 225 passing yards and 4 touchdowns. That's the Lamar that I would want to see in the regular season in passing-wise. Because whenever we run that ball, is a whole nother level. Especially tonight, or this past afternoon, my bad. Especially in this afternoon, Derrick Henry, 11 carries for 23 yards, averaging 2.1 yards a carry. Henry, you got to do better than that, brother. I saw you torch the Bills' secondary in the run. Y'all, you have to do better than this come next week against the Lions, because they are no ordinary matchup that you want to face. We'll talk about that a little bit later, however. But Lamar Jackson, 2 carries for 13 yards, 6.5 yards per carry averaging. Justice Hill, 3 out of 7 carries for 7 yards. 3 carries for only 7 yards, averaging 2 yards a carry. Not bad. And Cooper Rush was in the game. He didn't have any rushing yards. Zay Flowers, 7 receptions for 75 yards. DeAndre Hopkins, 2 receptions for 64 yards and a touchdown. Devontae Walker gets 2 touchdowns, and Tylan Wallace also gets another. So that makes 4 passing touchdowns for Lamar Jackson. 2 to Devontae Walker, 1 to Tylan Wallace, and 1 to DeAndre Hopkins. Zay, you could have had a big game, but whatever it is, it is. A win is a win. Now, let's take a look at the defensive side of the ball. Roquan Smith, 8 tackles for 7 assisted. Nate Wiggins, 1 pick. 1 pick. Not bad, but it was great. Now defensively, we got here's the team stats. So, turnovers. We forced 2 turnovers in the day with that strip sack from Joe Flacco and Roquan Smith taking it to the house. and Joe Flacco throwing a pick directly into Nate Wiggins. So 1 interception and 1 fumble, that creates 2 turnovers. I kind of like that. Let's go for 2 turnovers per matchup. But we need to turn the ball, we need to force turnovers left and right in the next games, because the next 2 are even hard. Literally. So let's talk about the Lions game. I'm going to most likely do that every video for pregame and postgame analysis. Consider that more of like a pregame and postgame analysis out of today. Let's just see what happens now when the Lions show up. Now, the Lions, they put a beating on the Chicago Bears, 21-52. 52 points after they forgot how to play football when they got embarrassed back at Lambeau Field. Not bad, I would say, but I would say this. The Lions are pretty much built to win, especially when Dan Campbell coaches well. The Lions gave up only 2 touchdowns to Caleb Williams. He completed 19 out of 30 passes for 207 yards and only threw 1 interception. Jared Goff, 5 touchdowns. Now, this man is no ordinary player. He is a threat. You gotta stay attached to Jared Goff damn near the entire game come the next game, because this guy can torch you indeed. But I'm not too worried about our secondary. Jared Goff didn't even throw a single interception. That's what I'm worried about. And I should be worried coming into the next matchup, because Jahmyr Gibbs, 12 carries for 94 yards and a touchdown. So did Montgomery, 11 carries for 57 yards and a touchdown. Both those 2 average 5 more yards, 5+ yards per carry combined. Sonic and Knuckles. Sonic averaging 7.8 yards per carry allowed, and David Montgomery averaging 5.2 yards per carry. Last game against the Browns, when we played the Browns today, we gave up 17 points, but the rushing attack for the Browns, let's see. We averaged 6.1 and 5.2. We cannot let that happen against Jahmyr Gibbs or David Montgomery. We have to shut them down immediately. Like, honestly to God, I would expect us to go 2-1, but if we want to go 2-1, we have to play as hard as we can to play up to our potential, because our only carry was to Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco ran for only 8 yards, only rushed once. However, he did complete 25 out of 45 passes for 199 yards. We have to be careful with that, because Jared Goff and the Lions in play action, they have been insane when it comes to play action. However, comparing the Lions in Week 1. Week 1, it was a total meltdown, because Parsons was coming off the edge brilliantly, and he did that, managed saying that thing. So 31 out of 39 pass completions for 225 yards and only 1 touchdown to only 1 interception. This should be not even a slight cakewalk. Packers put up 2 touchdowns on the Lions defense. But let's take a look at how the Lions were doing defensively, because that's one thing that I'm most likely am going to be concerned about. So defensively, the the Bears turned the ball over 2 times. We forced 2 turnovers. The Lions forced 2 turnovers. And the Bears got 8 penalties for 50 yards. It's an issue that they have. Like, for total yards, the Lions had 511 yards in total. They had 334 on the pass, 177 on the run. If we can hold them to under 511 yards, then we can potentially win. Because this Lions team is so aggressive, you need to be prepared for what is to come. You don't want to head home. You don't want to stay home on prime time. You want to put on darkness there and nothing more. Because darkness there and nothing more means it's all black. It's literally going to be all black. And regardless, the Lions are going to wear all white. These two teams, they do not fuck around with each other. That's all that I got to say for some apparent reason. Now, Lamar, this is your time. If you can shine up against the Lions, then let's see how you shine against the Chiefs. Because they went 0-2. So let's focus on the Lions game, and we'll move on every week. Just physically trying to get better. Because all I'm wanting is to see us win the AFC North and potentially be on edge to get a first round bye or the number 2 seed. Because this is a make or break year. And if we play well as we did today on primetime against the Lions, on Monday primetime, next week, we are definitely going to be in there. Bottom line. Thank you guys for watching this post-game and pre-game analysis. I will see you guys on the live stream on Monday night. Let's go Ravens.